do I care about that?
I can't hear you.
I'm sorry. Do I care whether that happens? Sure.
Okay.
Let it happen.
Okay. Do you want the same research rules as MiFID II, or would you... So you don't want to see it migrate to the U.S. at all? Is there anything that you would want to see from MiFID II migrate to the U.S.?
Probably not, no. Not from a business standpoint of view.
Okay.
I can, so over there in terms of research, if you're going... I keep reading that MiFID II, I read it just the other day, means you can't pay for research anymore with commissions. Mm-hmm. Well, that's not true. You've got to set up such a framework with budgets, getting permission from your clients, telling them how much of their commissions over the next period of time are going to go towards research, and then you have to hit that or refund them, and you can't go over unless you get permission. And so what everyone is doing is that this is way too onerous. We're just going to go and pay for it from P&L.
Exactly.
By the way, where we had a $2 million research budget with commissions, we now have a $500,000 research budget with P&L. So,
right. Yeah.
What I don't think can happen is I don't think the U.S. model can hold up. It's just going to deteriorate over time because here's the argument here. I'm inflating your commissions so I can pay some of my bills. That is it.
Right.
That is all that's happening.
Well, and some firms are saying, well, we can't do that because we're competing with passive strategies that have really low commissions. So what it's doing,
all the P&L in the world,
right? And so what it's doing is, I called one trader for a different study that he didn't qualify for, and he said, "You call me for IET and ask me this question: what do you think you're going to be doing for work in the next 2 years?" And he said, it's because we can't keep up with commissions because we have no passive strategies and we don't intend to have them, and we're getting killed. So, they're reducing the number of traders on desks to compensate. Yeah. So you guys are sitting pretty if you are 90% into more passive strategies. Anyway, let's move on from this because we still have a long way to go. We filled all this out in the spreadsheet. So you only have internal, so you're going to be 100% internal analysts. And
let me just go down. Where is that?
Internal research. That wasn't on the spreadsheet. This is a question. You answered it, so I'm just making a note verbally that you answered it already in the conversation. So let's look at your broker list here. Have you shifted your broker list very much in the last now?
Probably Bernstein would have gone up a little bit, I would imagine.
And Goldman Sachs went down. So would you say that the bulge bracket brokers are winning, losing, or staying the same?
Bulge brackets, I'm going to say they're winning, and has a lot to do with, in a relative sense, now that our U.S. assets have gone down, and I can execute U.S. assets with anybody, relatively speaking now, my international assets are a much greater portion of our overall AUM.
So you're going to be reliant on the big European.
Coupled with the fact that one of the sponsors or the seed capital providers for our ETF is also a bulge bracket, so I'd say they're winning relative to everyone else.
Okay. Good. So how about mid-tiers? Winning, losing, staying the same?
Probably staying the same because we're going to take mid-tiers. Let me just see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say losing, because mid-tiers I would have been able to execute some of that U.S. flow with, and now a lot of that's gone.
Are you moving more toward? Well, you only are doing execution only, really, right?
Yep.
Okay. And how about non-bulge algo brokers? Virtue,
I only use
Citadel.
two algo providers.
And that's Virtue. Well, you do use Virtue.
I don't use their algos. I use full service.
Okay. Let's see. What do you want to see from your brokers? What services can they offer you that they are not now? How can they do better?
Yeah, I'm going to have to say liquidity in small cap names. Like, I mean, who doesn't want that? But,
right. Okay. Here is the speed round. So I'm going to ask you to give me the best in class in a specific category, and you just give me top of the mind. Okay? High touch coverage.
Instinet.
Low touch coverage.
LiquidNet.
Non-electronic block trading.
Wish I had the ability to do that. No one.
Okay, electronic block trading.
Hold on, just put Citibank down.
Okay.
Great trade with them.
Mm-hmm. Electronic block trading.
LiquidNet.
Are you using Commit Capital?
No.
Research, nothing. Is there anybody that you think is best in class in research?
Yeah, I can. Let me just, because in terms of the smoke, give me a second.
No problem.
Put down Craig Hallam.
Okay. I don't even think he's on our drop-down menu.
Give me the drop-down.
No. It's no. That's fine. Execution Consultants Market Color.
Instinet.
Trading Analytics. Pre-post.
Able Noser.
Market Structure Source.
Instinet.
Central.
Yeah, go ahead.
Central Risk Book.
No, it's not applicable.
Okay, not applicable. So you sent me a note about your rankings of what's important in evaluating your brokers. What was that note? I really didn't have time to read it.
So when you read it, it says rank from 1 to 5, with 1 being the most important. When you pull the drop down, it says 1 low, 5 high.
I know. You know something? You did it right, and I apologize. I've corrected it on later versions of the worksheet. You just got version, what did it say on it? Version 2, and version 3 it's corrected. So thank you.
So what 5 was?
You did it right.
1 was good.
Yeah.
Okay.
You did it exactly right and saved me from having to flip your answers, so that's great. So are you doing anything with Central Risk Books? Are you tied into your brokers?
No.
Okay. Who's doing the most? Who is the most innovative of your brokers? Anybody doing anything interesting for you?
LiquidNet.
And what are they doing?
They're putting in they're using AI a little bit to make strategy change corrections or recommendations.
Okay. Cool. Are you?
You're in. Yeah, go ahead.
No, you go.
No, that was pretty much it.
Okay. Are you worried about the Virtue ITG acquisition?
No. I didn't use ITG to begin with. So.
Okay, so it's not going to impact your TCA or blotter scraping or anything like that? Okay. On the algos, are you going to add or reduce algo brokers this year?
No.
Do you find electronic market making and low-touch principal liquidity solutions helpful at all?
No.
Anything with algo wheels?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Nope.
No? Are you using any AI or machine learning in-house?
No.
how has measurement changed on your desk? Are you doing anything innovative there?